everyone, this is Nimish. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about the movie Puttam Pudu Kale. This is the latest Tamil movie released on Amazon Prime Video. This is a series of 5 short films. It's a movie which has 5 short films directed by 5 different directors, very well-known, renowned directors, and a big star cast to it. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The movie starts out with Sudha Kongara's story, which is called Ilamai Ido Ido, starring Jairam, Urvashi, Kalidas Jairam, and Kalyani Priyadarshan. This is a take on love and a sort of love story. And I was really excited to watch Jairam and Urvashi and they are pairing together. And it was a really, really amazing performance by both of them. Superb, extraordinary performance. But on the other hand, I really did not like the performance by Kalyani Priyadarshan and by Kalidas Jairam. And I don't want to give away spoilers, but I just felt like their performance was a little over energetic and over enthusiastic. And although there is a reason why they're doing that, I did not find that very attractive to watch. And overall, the story, this entire short story, is probably the weakest in the entire movie because it has nothing much going on. It is a plain, simple, predictable tale and has nothing surprising or intriguing for the viewer to watch. Viewers would like to watch more of Jairam and Urvashi, but they don't get enough. And for me, that was the big problem with this story. So I personally did not enjoy this opening story. The next one actually is my favorite. It's called Avalum Nanum, which is directed by Gautam Menon, starring Bhaskar Sir and Ritu Verma. Outstanding performances once again by both of them. The story is very touching, very unique. It is very heartwarming. It has a great writing sense to it because it starts from one perspective and ends with a completely different perspective. There is a sense of intrigue, there is a sense of what happens next. There is also a sort of plot twist of events where you feel like, things are flipped over and you didn't expect it to be this way. You didn't expect this perspective to come into play. And to me, that is something that needs to happen in a lot of these anthology films that are short stories. You have to have some kinds of unpredictability, unlike the first story. So for me, this was extremely interesting. It is a tale that I could watch many times in my life. So absolutely awesome job by Gautam Menon and the two performers. The next story is called Coffee Anyone, which stars Suhasini Maniratnam. It also stars Anu Hassan and Shruti Hassan. This particular one actually was not that bad. It kept the proceedings of the anthology going, and as the middle story, I feel like it definitely lived up to the great Gautam Menon, following it up there, and it's obviously better than the first one. This is a story about 3 sisters and their mother who is not doing very well, and how they sort of bond as a family or what their interrelationships are. I think that this movie also had a sense of unpredictability to it. You didn't know what would happen next, and I think this is one of the finest performances by Shruti Hassan. I've not watched a lot of performance oriented Shruti Hassan roles. I've seen her usually in bigger star driven movies, star driven vehicles where she doesn't have much to do. So it was really good to see her perform in this one, and this is something like the Gautam Menon one that can probably get you teary eyed. It can bring out those emotions in you. So it is extremely well directed and enacted by all the people. So great follow up, great middle point story, and I think kudos to the people that arrange these short films. I think the order works very well for this one, that it's right in the middle. The next one is called Reunion. This is directed by Rajiv Menon and stars Andrea Jeremiah and Leela Sampson. This one I cannot say I'm a fan of. It just felt like there was nothing much. It felt like it tried to do a bunch of things, but because of the length, it had to cut it short. It felt like it wanted to be very ambitious and explore one relationship or the other, but got nowhere between the two. So for me, this one didn't work at all and was just one more story added in there that did not live up to expectations. So this one and the first one, which is directed by Sudha Kongara, are probably the weakest in the movie. And if I had to pick the weakest one, it would definitely be this one. So it doesn't even have those delightful performances by as it was by Jairam and in the first story. So this one actually definitely is the weakest, and I did not even enjoy it, did not even get entertained, didn't understand what the purpose was. So that one was a big disconnect. The last one is of course directed by Karthik Subbaraj, starring Bobby Sima and Muthu Kumar. Absolute treat for Karthik Subbaraj fans. I think the first thing that's right about this story is that it is the last story. It is humorous, it comes in a very entertaining place, and for anyone that's a fan of Karthik Subbaraj, this is classic Karthik Subbaraj. As much Subbarajism as you would expect in this story. It is extremely entertaining. It is funny. It's darkly funny. It's got this sense of quirkiness to it and a weirdness to it, and it really completely changes the whole emotion of the film, of the first stories, which are mostly dramas and emotions. It completely flips the film on its head and gives us this last film by Karthik Subbaraj that is completely in a different zone altogether, about two petty thieves that are trying to make a living during the pandemic. Speaking of the pandemic, this entire movie and the 5 stories are based on the pandemic and how people have different stories in the pandemic. And I think that this one especially captured that very, very well. The others may or may not have happened during a pandemic. It just feels like it was thrown in there as an angle. But over here, the writing plays a really good role in how that pandemic comes into place and how these characters are driven and motivated by the pandemic that's going on. So I really like the entire writing and entertainment value in here. So that was the review of each of the tales. Overall, I feel like this film is definitely worth a watch. As I said, 3 of the stories are brilliant. The fourth one by Sudha Kongara, I'm going in order of best to worst. So 3 are great. The fourth one by Sudha Kongara is definitely, you can watch it, you just won't have much enthusiasm about it. And the fifth one is pretty bad, I would say. And I think that that's okay, because in every anthology film there's one film that's not going to live up as good as the others. So definitely worth a watch, a treat to watch on Amazon Prime Video, direct to OTT, sitting at home here, all of us trying to find entertainment. Great source of entertainment. Overall, the look and feel and the beauty of the film is right there. The cinematography is great. So good experience to see 5 directors come together and give us something that is above average at a first attempt. There might be more ventures like this, so I'm looking forward to all of those and looking forward to much, much more from these OTT platforms during this pandemic. I hope you like this review. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and keep watching for more.